Welcome to another episode of That Arrow Show. Tonight's episode, Doppleganger. We're going to get into the good, we're going to get into the bad, and we're going to get into the laurels. Alright, so on tonight's episode, Oliver and company have to save Roy Harper. He's back in town, and he's getting worked over. So let's get into the goods. Alright, who's got some goods?
I'll say this. Roy, nice to see you. You look a little different, but that's okay.
Alright, now it's time for the bad. Who wants to go first?
My bad for this episode is Anatoly. Anatoly went from a complex character to a one-note joke. Everything says, I came here for the money. I came here. You sound like a prostitute. You literally sold your butt because they kicked you out of Russia, and now you align with whoever was going to pay you the most.
It doesn't make sense for him to be around in the show anymore. I feel like they're forcing him down our throat.
As well. It don't matter how many fresh suits he wears, you still running around.
Yeah, he literally could have left when Kate and James got ganged.
I got a bad. This episode is fucking boring. For this to be the held return of Roy Harper, I was not excited for it, and it wasn't exciting at all. Like,
The Roy Harper I saw before he left, he could kick butt.
exactly, and would have talked shit if he was tied to a chair getting his ass whooped.
Do you remember?
He
He
like,
did that one time, and the
It wasn't even
torture as
clever.
it was might as well been a hand job. And by the way, you're fat.
Oh no, that torture was some of the softest shit. It was like baby boo boo. Like they were separated, was tickling him. They on the phone, tickle, tickle, tickle. I don't want to tell. I don't want to tell. Tickle, tickle, tickle. And then they're like, "Oh, we can't tickle here. Let's take him to the
You talking about the tickle master?
and tickle him there."
Tickle me Diaz.
This was so fucking stupid. And in addition to that, when you think about it, the entirety of Roy's appearances this episode was sitting in a chair. Literally. They just moved the locations when they felt like they needed a scene change. Not only was I disappointed, like I literally was yawning the entire episode.
And how convenient of him that he's going to need bed rest because of broken ribs. So that means that as he continues to bore us on the next few episodes that he's on, he's not going to really be doing anything.
Exactly. Like you bring him back and you don't put him in the suit. I know that probably sounds too far-fetched, but I don't give a fuck. Put Roy in the suit.
My bad is everyone in this show is a fucking idiot. And I'm sorry, call the ambulance or Crimea River or whatever. The main cast are now villains. These are not heroes. Oliver talks about how he thought he got rid of the corruption. You are the corruption.
Thank you. Let me speak on this because this is boggling the mind. You have a vigilante who's the mayor, and of course Lance is in charge of the police. And you tell me an entire corrupt police, not one or two cops.
All of them.
All the cops are corrupt.
Including top cop Mick Fine. You still fine, but corrupt.
But let me put this on. But let me put this on the stove for like 2 seconds. You don't pay them. And then the cops say you got no money to pay the cops, so of course they got to find money somewhere else. So you open the door to corruption right there yourself. Second of all, this is what happens when you
just now opened the door to corruption.
He's been doing it. But this is what happens when you half-ass your job. Your job as the mayor is supposed to be watching over this. Not only have you lost all the city's money,
He gave it away. He didn't lose shit.
not only have you given away all the city's money, but you allowed for every level of corruption. I'm pretty sure the judge is corrupt too. Every layer, it's Gotham. You turn Central City into Gotham.
And Gotham was like fucking Disney World. And my thing was this, like, then the DA, as fine as she was, like, this was the most basic ass plan. She literally
shit.
This is the weird part of that. Then when she finally admits that she is Laurel, then he has some take back about it. He's like, "You're not really my daughter." Hold up!
You can't have that shit both ways.
For the past 3 episodes, you've been pitching a tent because she looks like your daughter, and now when she finally says, "Hi, I'm Laurel," "You're not real. Here's your clothes. You're not my daughter. Stay in my apartment."
I need Lance to leave when Theo and Roy leave. Like, she calls him daddy when no one else is around.
Exactly. My dad, and Oliver comes to the door. My daddy is asleep. What the fuck? And then Oliver didn't even battle back on that. Like, what the fuck? What?
My bad is that even I get that all this stuff is going on, that new Teen Arrow, old Teen Arrow are going ahead, but you literally took her dad out. And my thing is, she's been sitting there the whole time, not knowing what the fuck happened to her dad. I get that they beefing, but Oliver could have went over there and be like, "Look, your dad been into something."
But that's been the main problem with Oliver as a character lately. Like, let me say something. Even on last week's episode, who went to the hospital and got turned away, and who didn't go at all?
We didn't go
Because he's a fucking coward. All right, and now it's time for the Laurels, and I'm gonna go first. Diggle is in the Laurels this week. Since the second half of this season has started, they have been slowly writing Diggle. He is such a coon. When he lashed out and was like, "I've been good, and he won't give me back the hood. He just made Cisco make me a new outfit." I was like, "Oh my god." That was fucking horrible. That was cringeworthy. Like, the writing for Diggle in general has just been awful. Like he's literally just this bystander that sits by and let dumb shit happen and not say anything, and then only say anything after the fact.
My Laurel of the episode is the entire plot of this story. So let me get this straight. Laurel from Dimension 2, Earth 2, comes over and claims that she's this Earth's Laurel. Excuse me, correct me if I'm wrong, but when Laurel died, wasn't there a body there?
There was a whole ass body.
Yo,
There was an entire half an episode where she was in the fucking hospital. And
so just to confirm, they buried something.
yes.
So they put something in the ground.
Yes. And they talking about a fucking DNA test. You don't need a DNA test.
No, and here's my point.
And a DNA test.
Here's my point. They put something in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
How do you fake a death when there's a body and you put one in the ground?
Exactly. She had a regular ass funeral. I hope open casket.
And worst case scenario, hey, exhume the body.
Exactly.
Get that motherfucker up.
And no one bothers
Nobody
to
wanna
say that. No one says that.
Hey, how about we quickly exhume the body, make sure this ain't no fake right here? Because that don't happen.
And what's so funny about it is the doctor that worked on Laurel walked through, and she's like, "Well, weird shit happens all the time. Bye." Like, what the fuck?
You are a
What
medical.
happened to the Hippocratic oath? I know that doesn't mean anything, but still.
You are a doctor, and you literally walked
Don't
in.
operate on me.
You are a doctor, and she literally walked in with her clipboard and said magic.
Motherfuckers running around at light speed.
Magic. And
if I was dying, I'd have been like, "You're under arrest for fraud."
So my Laurel for the episode, Richard Gecko. I refuse to call him a dragon. He's more like a little salamander or something.
It's the year of the bullshit.
So let me speak a little bit on that.
Talking about that fight scene?
Yeah, that's like LED, but on
You talking
the
about
college.
You talking about the fake Blade 2 opening?
After they used the stunt doubles, then you see the dude he was fighting, and let's be real, dude was cut. Richard Diaz was wearing a tank top because he ain't lifted weights in ever. But I can see the gun, and I'm like, you expect me to believe you whooped that dude that? Where was that shit when all of that beforehand?
You look like he can't even do DS push-ups. Speaking of Richard Dragon, so that fight scene was supposed to terrify me.
One of his speeches was supposed to terrify me.
He looked like a Walmart version of Robert De Niro.
He watched every gangster movie from the 80s and 90s.
I kicked your little ass. Okay, they do a lot of telling and no showing. They want us to believe that Richard Dragon is this big smart guy. He knows every single thing going on around the city. He knew where to find Roy, no explanation. He knows every single thing. They never say how. Very basic.
Oh, and then the ending. I knew you were going to arrest me because they want you as a vigilante. Shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the goddamn face.
Exactly.
I don't get none of this stuff.
I don't get it either.
You put a harpoon in his chest. Like,
Alright guys, that's it for another episode of That Arrow Show. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all our content. This week we just did an episode of The Flash. How was that?
it just gets worse.
Be sure to also check out our review of Black Lightning. We had a good one this week. And don't forget, check out our Facebook, check out our YouTube, of course. We're on Twitter all the time. And until next time, peace.